I'm gonna record. Okay, great. Hi. Hello, hello. I'm Hemalayaa, and I'm super thrilled to be with you today. And I'm so glad that you're here for this webinar. I just want to give you like a little disclaimer. If you are used to or desire to have like slideshow that's super like organized with all the points written down, that's not my style. My learning style and my teaching style is that more experiential. It's more experiential. So it's like inviting you into the experience. But today's webinar, and I'm going to share my screen with you because I do have a couple slides that I want to start with. Please let me know if you can see this. Can you see it in full screen? Give me just like a little thumbs up, yes. Be so awesome. Okay. Can't seem to use my, oh, didn't want to do that. Hold on. Okay. Technically, I'm not going to like try to, okay. So somebody wrote in the chat, I'm going to trust. No, I'm not going to trust. Actually, I'm going to check just to see. Okay. Okay, great. Yay, you can. Okay, so stop that. Come back to that. Okay, great. So everybody, hi, I'm Hemalayaa, and we're doing a webinar today on really like your own confidence, like stepping into your full confidence, your power, your authenticity. This is across the board for like those of you who want to be stepping into being more visible. You want to be stepping into your power, serving others with your work, perhaps your services, your products, your own leadership, whatever that way that looks like. And some of your artists, a lot of women that I work with are actresses, creating businesses, created products like beauty products, or those of you who have coaching businesses and are leading as teachers as well. This is who this is for. And actually, speaking of products, I just want to share, like this just came in the mail. This is a product that I created last year called the Embody Oracle Card Deck. Super excited about it. So for those of you who don't know me fully, I am the creator of an event called Embody. It is for women to, I say, unlock your feminine power. So each one of us has a superpower, womanly power, and in like a birthright to be in our feminine power. But the human existence out as it is, we forget. So this particular event that I created, now we're on our 4th year, which is really exciting. We're going to be in Texas and in California this year. So we're going to 2 different places. So I encourage you to be a part of that. It's awesome, super powerful to be amongst women who are, in there seeking the same thing. And then some of you who are already have been or who have like experienced some of my work, and you're going to experience it today if you haven't before, then you could even take the next level. And we're going to talk about that today, something I call the secret sauce. So this is me. My parents are born in India. I was born in Canada. Really learned the pathway that I'm on from my parents. And that's why I say it's like ancient wisdom for modern insanity, because a lot of the practices that I do are ancient India practices, some from my own family lineage, and then some from my own studies of yoga philosophy, Ayurveda, the science of like the Indian science of medicine. It's more preventative versus reactive to what's already gone way too far and out of balance. So Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, same thing. They keep the body in sustainability. So I just wanted to give you like that little history about my own family. I've been featured on the Ellen Show and other talk shows, the Today Show, other shows. I have started my career and my offerings in the world with Bollywood and yoga DVDs, Bollywood dance, and yoga DVDs, fitness ones, to get in your body, to like let go of who you're not through the body and the like physical exercise. And so I have 11 DVDs out. DVDs, who says that anymore? So that's how long I've been doing this work. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. It has been absolutely my pleasure to travel from festival to conference, to traveling around the world and leading retreats and workshops and facilitating transformation. Essentially, that's really the truth of, shifting us, and myself included, from self-doubt to full confidence and radiance. And something I've been really embodying and taking us to the next level is going from self-doubt and like self-esteem issues or self-unworthiness or not enoughness to confident self-righteousness. And like I'm stamping it like that because it is our birthright to be in our self-confidence and own it and be in our power of it, and then create whatever we want. Okay, so I am a transformational facilitator. What that means is, I am here to shift you from what your limited thoughts have been and your paradigm thus far into what's really, truly possible for you and available to you when you truly let go of that stuff. So a lot of people say that my work is very much like, 10 years of therapy wrapped up into like sometimes a few days versus, or even like sometimes a few months. That's like 20 years of therapy. And the reason is because we don't get stuck into the stories. We don't get stuck into the things that occurred. And it's a great thing to let those go. But this work is about us like moving past that and stepping into our greatest potential, like our greatest, I don't even like the word potential. I'm going to say our greatest birthright, like our destiny is to be in our full power and our full presence and our full leadership with that. So it says visionary of Embody. I already shared what that was, but I'm going to tell you what my breakdown of what Embody is as an acronym. So Embody stands for empowerment, being in your full empowerment, learning also how to be in self-empowerment continuously, because our emotions will take us down. Second one is movement. A lot of you have seen my work. Obviously, I just shared, I started with, dance, movement, fitness, all of that. But it's movement of your energetic body, your emotional body, your physical, your spiritual. It's the movement of the debris that doesn't belong. It's weighing you down. It's not in alignment with who you truly are. So it's the movement of that. One of the things I say is stagnation is our kryptonite. And each one of us has a superhero inside of us that wants to make a massive impact here on the world. And not superhero like we've seen so much on TV, but like each one of us has a dharma. Oh, that's one of the next letters. But B is for breakthroughs. Breakthroughs are occurring and available at any time. With any like moment, we can shift. Breakdowns happen when we get to learn something about ourselves, something that's usually not working, something that is holding us back, something that tends to patterns. You heard of patterns, like things that reoccur until we get them. So breakthroughs are really important in this work because they are the pinnacle of us moving forward, progressing forward into our work in the world, into our service in the world. Also creating at a level that you might have not created. Breakthroughs are especially important when you see yourself making more money than you are currently making or have made in the past, or creating a business that's sustainable for you to continue doing your work as perhaps a transformational leader yourself. Okay, so the next is O for openings. I'm sort of giving you a breakdown of my description and my behind the scenes, my reasoning, and my belief behind these words that I've chosen for the acronym of Embody. The next one is openings. Openings happen after breakthroughs happen, right? Like there's this feeling of like, whoa, I'm seeing the world in a whole new way. And why these are sandwiched in between empowerment and movement, and the other two that we'll get to, but they're in the middle. They're like this infinity sign. So I really want you to get this. Breakthroughs into openings. Breakthroughs into openings. So the dip in the middle is the breakdown. Oh, I fell again. Oh, getting it. Breakthrough, opening again. And they literally are the center of this pathway called Embody, in order for us to, like, that's the sustainability, right? If we're in breakdown constantly, and we're in breakdown like, oh, there's something wrong with me, and you're just stuck in it, and I've been there, and it sucks. It's like there's no hope. I can't move forward. You know, I don't even have an inkling of belief in myself in order to even break through. So like that's the stuck. We want to break through and open into who you really truly are. And that brings us to the D. The D is Dharma. So some of you, most of you probably know what this word is. It's been very widely spread, especially in yoga, obviously in yoga. So if you've taken any kind of yoga training or learning about the deeper practice and lifestyle of yoga, Dharma is our essential nature. It's different than just a purpose. It is your essential nature that is the beingness of who you are and what you came here to impact the world with. If you didn't follow through with it, and this is a key here, if you didn't follow through with it and utilize everything in your being in order to serve this essential nature that you came here to serve, then for women especially, we spiral into unfulfillment, which leads to depression and anxiety and discontentment and all of those pieces, and then usually blame and annoyance and frustration with our lives and the people in our lives, and just like an overall dullness. So the D for dull is the remedy is Dharma. You living in this connected passion place, and that could be involving all sorts of different projects and things. So the U or the Y is you, which is yoga. Yoga equals you. The Y is for yoga, which essentially it really is you. Yoga brings you into you. It is you. It's union with you, which is deeply the true you, first of all, authentically you, that is deeply connected to source. So far, I just want to hear like just like a little like that this is landing. I guess in a webinar, I can't hear you, unfortunately, but we can do Q&A. And I like the style of Q&A or the kind of webinar of like, you can at any time ask me a question. So I'm going to see if I can get back to this. Okay. Hold up a second. I have to stop sharing in order to get to this thing, to close it out and then to come back to closing it out. So just hear me when I say like go into the Q&A area at any time and ask me a question. I'm so into us doing it this way. So the Embody is the pathway of you moving into living into your true powerful self. So women, you are meant to rock your purpose and live a life you love. Do you know that? Do you get that? So this is my purpose here, is to awaken us to that. This is from our first Embody event that we had. This is my big annual event. And Cassidy, I actually feel like you were at this one. This is the one that was in Los Angeles. So my invitation for you right now, just like in this picture, is to raise your arms up. Like raise your arms up in this big V shape. Raising your arms up opening up wide to what is truly yours. And this is like a returning home to your greatest self. And remember, there's the breakthroughs and the openings that continuously happen. Embody is a pathway to returning to this posture, right? This posture is like open. It's vulnerable, but trusting. It's victory pose. It's you in your top of the mountain. So stand here. I invite you to stand. It's more powerful, unlike this picture where we're sitting, but stand here, feel your feet on the ground, make your legs in the same shape that your arms are in, and breathe here. Breathe and receive. Breathe and receive. Receive that connection to source, your allies, your angels, all of the beings that are here for you. Okay, you can release your arms and shake it out here. So I'm going to invite you to create sounds with me today. I'm going to invite you to do jiggling motions and movements. This is not a webinar for you to just listen to. This is a webinar inviting you into the pathway of Embody. It's for you to really lead with your beingness and your wholeness. And when I say beingness, I know that's a out there kind of word, but I do want to let you know what I mean by that. So there's a doingness, like doing in the world, and then there's a beingness. So being who you are in your authentic self most likely looks like powerful, radiant, confident, loving, trusting. And then there's the doing of that. There's like a doingness, like when we're trying to get someone to trust us, when we're trying to, figure it out. We're trying to get ourselves to a certain place. And there is a doing to that. So it's like, okay, I'm going to now dance, and I'm going to teach you, share some of the things and the stuff around movement and self. So there is the doingness of it. And then there's also what we're left with when we are in the, when we go through the practice of embodying our true self-confidence and all of it. There's this, okay, I'm being now, I'm being in the world with my purpose. I want to hear if this is landing, because this is definitely a harder concept. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And yeah, let me know if that's landing. Give me a little thumbs up, yes. And I just realized, awesome, Dawn, yay. Yeah, so I just also realized that there is a way that I can allow you to talk on this webinar. So just let me know at any point if you have a question that you actually want to speak out. I prefer that you write it here, though. It'll be easier that way so I can see it. Okay. Going back to sharing a video. Okay. So taking a deep breath in with me right now. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale. Stretch out the mouth. So this is something that I invite you into doing, is lots of weird things. I'm going to bring us into this. So the Embody pathway, speaking of that, is some weird stuff. That's one of the top things on this list, is weird stuff. And the weird stuff is really like what we did when we were 2 years old, 3 years old, 5 years old. I was just in San Francisco, the Bay Area, and I was with my little niece. Oh my gosh, 3 years old. Okay, so she, like all other children and like ourselves when we were children, have this ability to shake stuff off real fast. We have the choice, right? And when we were little, we just really knew that. We knew that in order to come back into our lightness, our softness, our trust, and our like positivity, right? Like our connection to the joy of life, joie de vivre, right? Like the joy of life. We like shake, dance, move, and play. So my little 3-year-old niece that I got to be with, she was like feeling kind of like down. She's like, "Mommy, can we play? Can we turn on Frozen?" You know, the first one. She hasn't seen the second one yet. I've seen the second one, just FYI, it's so good. But like, she just started singing, moving, dancing. She didn't need to like go for voice lessons and go to dance class in order to arrive and show up to get it perfect. She was in her messiness. And this is the thing for us. As we turn into adults, we forgot that when we're in the spiraling emotional stuff, that usually just like delays, like helps us procrastinate, really supports us in not getting shit done. It's easy for us to come into that shift. And the embodied pathway includes weird stuff, sounds, yoga, dance, movement, all sorts of different kinds of movements, usually non-structured movement. So it's no choreography. It's not like a dance choreography that you're going to go away with. It's not that kind of an experience. This is transformational pathway. This is a transformational pathway. So transformation is like you going from like caterpillar into the like the stuff that, you know, when we're like in the caterpillar, we're like, I want you to think of that as like the self that is like, oh man, I got to go into hiding for a moment and like just wallow in it. You might not consciously think that, but that's sometimes what happens. And it happens for me too. So then we go into our like, ugh, and we could stay in that. Imagine that the caterpillar stayed in that and didn't know that there was a way to shift into the most magnificent creature we have here on this planet, right? Like the butterfly. So this embodied pathway is truly going from caterpillar, going into the like choice area, but the uncertainty and the like not knowing of it. I know that everybody uses this analogy with the whole caterpillar thing, but I want you to like know that it's necessary, but not for very long, to go into the unknown, mushy, stuff. But what supports it is this pathway in order for us to shift in every moment, any moment possible, into that butterfly that you are meant to live in more and more versus the duller version, not neutral, like, okay, yeah, life's good, life's fine. So the embodied pathway includes sounds, sound vibration, transformational processes, freedom techniques and practices, alternative healing and modalities, and my specialty is high level leadership coaching, embody leadership coaching, you embodying your full leadership, whatever that is. And maybe you have an inkling of what that is. I'd love to hear, actually, those of you who have the ability to be in the chat to share what you know, or maybe you don't know what that is for you, that you're desiring to step into, or you have stepped in and want to like enhance the game. Enhance the game. When I say that, so I mean like really go for it. Like no holds barred. Is that how they say it? But like no holding back, just like really going for it. I'd love to hear what you're working on, what you see for yourself. And we know all of that. So I'm going to just actually. So I have like a little bit of information here about the health benefits of dance, and I think I'm going to stop sharing right now. So let's go to escape. Okay, great. I'm going to come into this. Hi. Okay, great. So my intention with this particular time with you is to give you some tools that you go from any kind of like spiral downward. And honestly, I'm open to suggestions on what you would like to know. But my intention with this particular webinar was to give you some tools that will be able to shift you in a moment of, like, you giving up into what can make a difference for you to, like, at least start, like, move forward and walk forward. Also, you owning your power in your body, mind, and heart, even if past traumas get in your way, or you feel, or there's fear about your body in any way. Um, I want to invite you into a shift around that too, of you owning your power in your body, mind, and heart. And I also want to talk about today discovering your divine feminine, the divine feminine that we each get to be in connection with. So, a lot of the work that I do and uh, shift my women into and invite my women that I'm working with into is having a relationship with the divine feminine. In fact, like, this is also what this card deck was birthed out of, is having a relationship with the divine feminine and the pathway of the divine feminine, which is really connected, and this will bring us to one of the next points, to the divine masculine. Divine masculine within us is greatly important. We can't deny that. And in this time of, like, right now, it is time for us to be walking hand in hand with the masculine and the feminine walking together. And whether that, I'm just like, that doesn't mean male, female, I'm talking divine masculine, divine feminine, which lives inside of us. And it is absolutely important at this time for that to be in union. We've tried it separately. Patriarchy does not work. Even like the matriarchal also doesn't fully work. One is denying the other. So what we want to come into is a whole holistic union system. And ancient India, ancient wisdom has that really alive. So we want to come back forward into male and female. So what I mean by ancient India, ancient is like the practices were all male female, like the deities, the lords and the consorts, that, like, there is male female always represented, not just the female and not just the masculine, right? So we get to reclaim the parts of ourselves that you've avoided and embrace the parts of you that you've judged and initiate healthy relationships with your inner masculine. And truly, this is crucial for us at this time. So my intention is that you will be reintroduced to who you really are. You are left with a sense of admiration for your own radiant self, and you'll be able to love all the parts of you that you've been hiding or been scared to express, or you've repressed over time through self-doubt. Okay, that's a lot to do in this in this webinar. And okay, I'm just gonna check the chat here for a second and see what's happening. Ah, yes, Dawn. Yeah, you and your friend are opening up an art studio and a healing center, and you plan to combine art and energy healing to help people to awaken to their creativity, to find joy and peace. And you're both energy healers as well, and will work with people one-on-one. That's awesome. You're so clear about it. I love it. And we got to talk the other day, which was amazing. So powerful. Yeah, so let's take a deep breath in together. So I'm going to take us into a little I'm so much more into the experience of this work versus we could sit here and talk and have you like get it in your mind, but where I really want you to get it is in your body. So I'm going to cue up our music. Let me know if you can hear this. Yeah, power to what you're creating, Dawn. Power to what all of you are creating. If you care to share, please share in the chat. It'd be awesome to hear and to hold. Here we are in 2020, everyone. It's a whole new decade. This is a new, like, such a great time. Like, I've been doing this work for 20 years. And I look back at the last 2 decades. And so I look forward into this next decade and what's possible for us all. Woo! Yeah. So let's come into some practice here. Standing with the feet at distance apart. Woo! And start walking out side to side. If at any point you can't hear the music or you can't hear me properly, please let me know. Write it in the chat. Let's start to roll our shoulders out. And those of you who resist movement, who are resisting movement even right now, I really invite you to get up. You didn't come here to have more brain power. You didn't come here to think more. You came here to be more. That's why you may have known or not known why you were drawn to our webinar today. Oh, okay, got you. Thank you, Dawn, for letting me know that the music is a little loud. How's that? Let me know how that is. Ooh, so keep walking it from side to side. I want you to invite your little girl in here. Your little 3-year-old who's well and alive inside of you, but she's probably a little quiet. You might have abandoned her a long time ago. So start making some sounds. Again, those of you who resist movement, I especially invite you to move. And those of you who have embraced movement, Cassidy, you are one of those beautiful beings. I'm really, really aware of how committed you are to this pathway of opening. And those of you also, I want to acknowledge you. This is not for the weak. It's for the courageous. And start to open up. Because truly, it's easy to sit there, to judge others, to be in competition. It's easy, but it's not easy. You think it's easy because we think. So open it up side to side and start to move more in your neck and your shoulders. Stretch out your mouth. Breathe. Keep going. Shake off your head a little bit here. Shake off your head. Rattle your brain a little bit here. Jiggle your shoulders. Breathe here. All right. So coming into a standing position, keep your knees slightly bent. Breathe here. We are now going to the optimal level of health and well-being. Optimal level of health and well-being for your greatest health. I invite your allies here that are here for you to really be in your radiance, your magnificence, your magnetic life, where you magnetize all to you. We're calling those allies into the space. As we stand here, I invite you to close your eyes now. Say yes with your head, your heart. A little light movement. Let go with your mouth. And any sound that wants to come out. Again, those of you who are new to this work, allow those sounds to come out. We are not used to using our voice in its full way. Little internal om here, internal vibrational sound. Almost like a yummy sound, like you're eating something really yummy. Saying yes with your head. So you being in your magnetic presence, what is the nature of you being in your magnetic presence? Woo! This is you being your wholeness. You standing in the Dharma that you came here to explore and be. And you allowing the world to come to you as you keep stepping forward into your service in the world. So being in magnetic presence means that you are so embodied in your true Dharma, your true expression in this lifetime, your true joy that life delivers to you magnetically. All the opportunities. There's very little chasing in this particular pathway. And I will share with you, I very little pitched myself to work, even the TV show that I landed, that I had 52 episodes in. Me as the lead teacher, leader, facilitator in the show, it came from me being I call it the purpose anchor. So as you stand here, eyes closed, breathing. This is the first part, is like you really owning your power, your full, like giving it a voice, giving yourself permission. Giving it a voice is what that means, is like your Dharma, your desires, your commitment to the pathway of expansion of your true self. Breathe here. Let's turn your head into a figure 8, your head and your neck. Figure 8, breathe. Let go with a sound. Stretch out of your face. Stretch your mouth. Stretching out of the masks that you wear when you pretend, when you hold back, when you contract. Blubber the lips. So all you need to do is be willing to go for it here. Try on the things I'm inviting you into. Let go of the, nah, it's not for me. I can't do this. I'll do it later. There's going to be a recording. I might as well do it later. I encourage you to do it now. Be it now. Be the movement. Be the breath. Be the sound. And move that through your whole being. Okay, good. Open your eyes, jiggle it out. So call forward to the surface anything that you were letting go. And here we are. We're going to do a little ritual with some of these teachings and concepts today. What are you letting go of that's been in your way, that you know it's been in your way for 2020 as we step into this new decade? What is it that you are ready to let go of? It does not serve you. And what are you calling in? Like, what are you welcoming in? What are you ready to shift into? Maybe it's like 1 or 2 words. And the same thing for your letting go of. It's just like 1 or 2 words, not like a whole phrase. When it gets to that, that means like you're in your head. So we're moving into a pathway that is centered in the heart, centered in your true center, which is your power center of your being and your body is right here physically, right around the diaphragm, lower heart area, rib cage area. Breathe. We're moving into this part. So take that breath in to that part. Let it touch that part inside of you. Exhale. So find those 1 or 2 words that you're letting go of, and those 1 or 2 words that you are ready for. Ways of being versus, stories and sentences. Run off the sentences. Breathe. So I invite you to share that in the chat right now, what you're letting go of, what you're calling in, what you're ready for. First, we'll start with what we're letting go of. This is one of the ways to come into breakthrough and openings. We talked about that, breakthroughs and openings. One way is to reassess, okay, got it. That thing is not working. I'm letting go of it. I let go of it. And then creating a new commitment and creating this now, starting now. Awesome, Cassidy, great. Pain and grief. Letting go of all, Dawn says, letting go of all limitations and self-doubt. Calling in universal love and my full power. Great, yeah, we'll get to the calling in here in just a moment. Anybody else want to share what they're letting go of? Can't get this wrong, guys, ladies. Those of you who hold back in your sharing, invite you to get uncomfortable. By the way, transformation doesn't happen when we're comfortable. So those of you who are really seeing, you've either come to an event or you've seen other people online or myself, and you see something in us. You see yourself in us. So yeah, Cassie, totally. Don't want to fail. Got it. Yeah, right? I was so stuck in that one for a long time. I don't want to fail. Yeah. Yvonne, letting go of frozen in fear and embarrassing lights, camera, action. Yeah. Awesome. Ooh. So everyone breathe into those things that we are letting go of. Oh, that's funny. So breathing in here. Whew. Flipper the lips. And now, as you breathe it out, so let's take another breath and really intentionally let those things go. So take a deep breath in. And I want to finish that thought that I said when you see someone online or you see someone else that you're like, I'm inspired by them, or I'm envious, or I'm jealous of, even is an emotion that we sometimes feel when we see someone else going for it. And my invitation for you to see something right now is when you see someone else going for it and you're not, that's gonna hurt. It's just gonna hurt. It causes suffering because it's a reminder that you're not playing at your full capacity. So as we now go into the next thing is, let us create right now in this moment, what you are stepping into 2020 with. Like, what are you creating for yourself? I will add that I'm letting go of, I'm letting go, how do I want to say it? Yeah, I'm letting go of insecurities. Yeah, I'm letting go of insecurities that hold me back from everything, you know? Yeah, and I'm stepping in with, so I want to hear yours. I'm stepping in with trust. I'm stepping in with full commitment. I'm stepping in with really serving you, all of us rising together, because I find that, wow, this pathway is way more powerful together. So I'm really committed to that. Awesome. Cassidy's bringing in passion, really living. Yes. Woo. Yeah. Owning it. Being alive. Yes. Power to all of that. What else? What are you calling in? We just let go. What are those couple of words, few words, of what you're stepping into? Yeah, pure joy. Yeah, girl. Awesome. All right. Yeah. So right now I want to like shake off the energy of all the things that we just let go of. Woo! Woo! And then stand in all that we're ready for. So the arms up and open again. Ah, big. Oh. Flubber the lips. Stretch the mouth out. Shake out the hands. So the key, one of the keys to getting out of your head and landing in your power is being willing to shift and intentionally doing so. So truly that is the key and the secret code to getting out of the dullness and getting out of the grumps and getting out of the like stories of my body's this or my body's that, or I'm like feeling all this stuff. Like, so it's awesome to feel, and to get spiraling stuck in it. So in that moment, to create an intention, a strong intention. Intention is everything. That's truly the secret code. Intention is everything. So create the intention of, okay, great, got it. That's what I'm like feeling right now. I'm like, I'm in it. And I don't see my way out. I don't see the clearing. I'm stuck in it. But the intention is that I am going to shift. So the intention right now is for you to shift out of your head and land in your power. You got eyes that shine. Listen to this song. It's awesome. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. So we're going to do one exercise. Running out of time here. We're going to do one exercise here where you are reaching out to reclaim all the parts of you. You're masculine. You're feminine. So here's a little intro to the divine feminine. So each one of us has the divine feminine living within us, the divine masculine living within us. Us, women, and this is why I'm called very much to focus just here for the last few years and the following couple of years. I'm feeling like this little portal of time is like, because we're rising right now. Women, do you feel it? We're being called. We have inner callings, and we're starting to step into them. So each one of us has that divine feminine superpower connection. So some of you already know that there is all these different deities. And I'm going to bring this up again because truly, like, the Embody Oracle card deck has 44 muses that we created, divine feminines that came through to show themselves with the messages, the invitations. And so for you, I am introducing you to yours. Each one of us has the divine feminine. This is a harder thing for me to talk about and invite you in with just words. So walk it out. Wrap your arms around yourself and walk around your space. And in this space, as you're walking in your wholeness in this moment, we're going to start to reach our arms out and grab the air, like we're grabbing all these parts of us that have been fragmented, because they have. They've been lost. And you're bringing them in. So now you're grabbing those parts of you and you're bringing them into your being, claiming them. And I really want you to kind of like thrash with this here for just a moment. We don't have a lot of time for this, but I just want you to get a sense of like you're the one that can bring you into wholeness again, into that connection with the divine feminine who wants to work through you, with you, and you are in service to her. That's a whole deeper concept and deeper initiation and understanding and levels there. But what I will say is like, you're the one who can reclaim all parts of you, and parts of you are the divine feminine herself, bringing that into your being. Take a deep breath in, put your hands on your body and rock yourself from side to side. So we get to do it like a to be continued, because I didn't want to go too far off track of I said it was going to be about an hour today. And yeah, isn't something, my intention was to like share some tools and to reintroduce you to your authentic, incredible self, even like a taste of her in this moment, just even from like the little tiny bits that we did today. And so I'm hoping that it was supportive in that. And my invitation for you is honestly to if you're called to anything I shared today or everything, to know more about a program that I am starting this 2020 decade off with. I usually always start the year off with a special program that launches us into our greatness, our embodied leadership. And this one I call the Secret Sauce Mastermind. Secret Sauce Mastermind. I'm going to actually share my screen with you, and this is where we'll leave it off. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so those of you who are called, get on the phone with me. Like, this is by invitation only. We have a few spots left. I'm going to be speaking to some of you later on this afternoon and in the next couple days. And I'm going to put in the chat here, this is the website for it, just FYI. How do I get back to the chat now? Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a Q&A. Okay, got you, Michelle. I feel at times that my soul isn't connected to my body, numb to my emotions. Since I've become a mother, I find myself trying to redefine who I am. I totally understand that. Thank you for being so vulnerable and open here. I would love to dive into that with you, honestly, truly. I can share more, and I think on a private conversation, I'd love to serve you and give you that. So those of you who are called to this Secret Sauce Mastermind also, yeah, please get on a call with me. I'm so excited to serve you. What I'm going to do is put the, it's not putting in here. Those of you who are watching the recording, you can totally send me a email at embody@hemalayaa.com, or you can Facebook or Instagram message me and let me know that you watched this webinar and are wanting to have a complimentary deep dive with me. And then those of you who are here live, I just put my calendar link here. Book a call. The Secret Sauce Mastermind actually begins at the end of this month, January 31st. It's in person and online. It starts with 4 days in person in San Diego, and then all the rest of it is online for 3 months. And it is a really, really special program. I'm also going to put the link to the web page here, which also has the link to my calendar there. If you can't find a spot, please contact me. And any other questions, I am so excited to be in support, connection, all of it with you all. I'm just like honored, like for those of you, and excited by and inspired by and totally proud of you who are rising and stepping forward and hearing the call and continuing to step forward. Yeah, like pound it out. I pray that you got something today for yourself, and I'd love to hear what you got today, and invite you also to take it further, to get on a deep dive call with me to see what else can open up for you, specifically customized to you. And if there's alignment, then I'll tell you more about the Secret Sauce Mastermind, if that's calling you and if it's the right timing for you. It's not for everybody. It's for those of you who are like really ready to get off the shit, off of your own shit that's been in your way, and step greatly, powerfully into your calling, your inner calling, and leap you forward in that. So my specialty is leaping women into what their dharma truly is, their purpose anchor, creating a strong pathway for that to happen. And yeah, and I love what I do, and I'm really good at it. So I invite you to take me up on booking a call. I totally thank you for being here live or watching the recording. Just adore you. Those of you who are watching the recording, to see the website, webpage, go to my website, Hemalayaa.com, and it's /secret-sauce-masterclass, or just like go to my website, Hemalayaa.com, Hemalayaa. So much love to you, and I will speak to you soon. If no one else has any questions or anything right now, well, I prefer to answer the questions honestly on a call. So Michelle, please book a call. I'm so happy to dive into that with you. Now we're just like at 12:30. I'm happy to go a little. Yeah, it sounds like it's more of a deeper conversation. So I definitely want to dive in with you. Awesome. Cassidy, talk to you at 2:30. I'm so excited. Okay, everybody. So much love to you, and keep on rocking it. I'm so proud of you to be here. If you have any questions, even like if you don't want to get on a phone call, leave like a quick question, totally here for that too. You can send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, or text me if you have my phone number. Okay, bye.